These illegal aliens that are in our country have the opportunity to go on the CBP Home app, and we will facilitate them finding their way back to their countries. We will pay for their plane ticket. When they get there, we will verify they are who they said they are and that they are, in fact, back home. And then they will be paid $1,000 as an incentive to go there and to be able to help facilitate their housing or their clothing or their food for the period of time that they're back in their country until they can get themselves settled. And
hello, friends. Welcome to the Loyal Opposition Podcast, where we throw truth bombs at the woke circus and remind folks that freedom isn't free. Now, I don't want to tell y'all that I'm some heartless, grumpy old conservative. I'm actually a compassionate, enlightened person. So let's start with a little sunshine, shall we? The stock market's climbing like a cat in a pine tree. Egg prices, they're down faster than Bud Light sales. And inflation, well, it's taking a nap. And Doge is still kicking ass and taking names. Literally. So folks are actually waking up faster than a college freshman realizing that their free tuition isn't so free. But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because I've got more good news that should put a smile on your face. President Trump, God bless that glorious aerodynamic hair of his, has dropped a truth bomb wrapped in common sense. It's called the CBP Home app, and it's got illegal aliens packing up and leaving faster than a vegan at a Texas barbecue. Now here's the deal. If you're in this country illegally, you can now book yourself a free flight out of this country and get yourself a $1,000 travel stipend and a friendly send-off that says, adios, amigo. No ICE vans, no drama, no handcuffs, just a one-way ticket to wherever home might be. Now, of course, the left is clutching their pearls. They're saying that $1,000 is just not enough to uproot a life. Well, I say, boo freaking who. Now, let's run the numbers. Kicking somebody out of America the hard way runs about $17,000. Letting them leave on their own, well, that's about $1,000. That's a 70% savings to the American people. It's like getting a Black Friday deal at Christmas without getting elbowed in the ribs. Well, guess what? Folks are actually taking the deal. As of the end of April, about 5,000 smart people have already said, you know, this is better than Bidenomics. I better take this while I can. However, well, let's say the opposite is a $998 daily fine from DHS. That's right, folks. If you stick around illegally and get caught, you will owe more than a gender studies grad from Harvard with 6 roommates and no job. And just for kicks, DHS can seize all your stuff. So it's either a free ride home or a crash course in American debt collection. Now, of course, the usual suspects are whining that this is coercive and unfair. Coercive? Well, bless your heart. It's called consequences. If you crash the barbecue, Karen, and eat all the ribs and then complain that the barbecue sauce is too spicy, well, maybe that's on you. With about 20 million undocumented folks in this country, this program isn't just smart, it's actually essential. It gets the law enforcement people out of the world's worst game of hide and seek. And here's the cherry on top of all of this. Leave now, get in the immigration line with everybody else the way you're supposed to, and you might be able to come back legally in the future. Or stay and fight it out. Well, you're rolling the dice with Uncle Sam. And spoiler alert, trust me, Uncle Sam always wins. Now look, I'm not some heartless conservative. I get it. People want a better life. But that's all starting with respecting the law, not cutting in front of the line. How about going home and trying to fix your own country rather than trying to change mine? You can't just skip ahead a line at the DMV. So why should you be able to skip ahead of the line for the American dream? This plan is a win-win. Taxpayers save billions of dollars, border laws get enforced, and people get a soft landing back home in their country of their choice. If that's not the American way, then I must have missed the memo in civics class. So, what say you? Is this CBP Home app the best thing since Burger King? Or are the critics just mad because they didn't think of it first? Well, that's all for now, folks. Until next time, keep your powder dry and your flag held high. I'm Berney Flowers, one of Uncle Sam's wayward sons. Thanks for tuning in to the Loyal Opposition Podcast. And if you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. And if you're feeling extra patriotic, share this with your favorite liberal buddies. It will ruin their day. I'd love to hear your opinion, so if time permits, drop me a comment. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay free.